I recently purchased the Mystery Ranch Gravely 18 bag. This is a 18-liter bag that's designed to piggyback onto their bigger bags or be used as a standalone bag because it comes with straps. The way it was designed was for these compression straps. There's two compression straps that run all the way across the bag, and they're attached with G-hooks on these little loops that are built into the bag. These straps are designed to extend and hook onto the frame of the new Metcalf series bags, which are it's the Ultralight MT frame. This bag that I have currently is not the new frame. This is a Sawtooth 45. This sits on their Guidelight MT frame, which is a little different than their new frame. But I'm going to show you how to attach this Gravely 18 to an older style frame, considering these new frames do not have the little loops like this that the bigger Metcalf series frames do have. The straps are pretty thin, but that's good because when you're using it as a piggyback on your bigger bags, you don't want a bunch of extra bulk on your bag. These bags have G-hooks. The whole bag has G-hooks all over it, but the bag has G-hooks that attach the main backpack straps, and it has a sleeve that runs down the entire length of the panel. Inside this sleeve there's a load shelf, so when you attach this bag by itself to a frame, you can use this bag with the frame in conjunction like you used to could with the mule bag made by Mystery Ranch. If you're not using the flap, it just tucks up inside the bag and it's out of the way. Same goes for the straps. When you're not using the straps and you're using it as a piggyback to your Sawtooth or your new Metcalf or whatever it is that you're using it with, you just shove these straps in the pouch here and they're out of the way, and now you just have a slick bag that will attach to the back of the Sawtooth. What I do to attach this bag is I go ahead and I loosen my compression straps up all the way, all four of them. And then I take the G-hooks on the compression strap and I run it over the main bag, and I find the main part of the frame and I run this G-hook through the frame and back around. Now I do it above the buckle on the main bag frame, and the reason I do this is because when the bag starts to get weight, when it starts to get weight in it and it's going to want to sag down like that, you want that strap to be above that buckle so it's not sliding all the way down to the bottom of the frame. So I run that piece of strap through the frame and I back around, and I basically just attach it back to itself and close the G-hook around just like that. I'm going to do the same thing to the top one, and I'm also going to go over the top buckle, under the frame, and back around to itself. Now, keep in mind that these straps are only so long, so if you did use the load shelf function of your bigger bag, unlike the new Metcalf series where it's attached to the bag itself, this is attached to the frame, so you can only go as far out with the load shelf as these straps will allow you to go. I do have some strap left, so I can continue to go further if I wanted to. Right now I've got a dry bag folded up and shoved in the load shelf that I keep in there. But I would say you could pack out a little bit, but you're definitely not going to get that load shelf a foot and a half out with meat or pelican cases or whatever it is you're carrying, because these straps, the distance is going to limit you quite a bit. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Going under the frame and hooking the G-hook back onto the strap. I did call Mystery Ranch when I was buying this Gravelly 18 pack, and I asked them how they would recommend attaching it to an old style frame. The guy on the phone was super nice and very helpful, but he didn't exactly give me specific directions of how to do this. He just said that it should work. So, although the Mystery Ranch customer service was great, I still had to kind of do some figuring to decide how I wanted to mount this to the bag. Now, once the bag is on there, obviously your main bag compressions, you want to make sure all that stuff is tightened down. So get everything snugged up, and you want to suck everything as far back into itself as you can. The downfall with this bag is that obviously when you're hauling more volume, you typically want to go high. You want to raise the volume high instead of away from your back, because the further away from your back you get, the more leverage that weight has on your back. So it's not the most ideal way to carry more volume instead of just going up in volume for your pack, but it is a way to get a little bit of extra space and not have to buy a completely new bag to carry that extra space. I also like the versatility of having this small bag to use as a mule style bag with the frame, and or use the 18-liter bag by itself for scouting or turkey hunting or whatever it is. Now that I have this bag on the frame, I'll take these compression straps and just suck them up. Get this bag as tight as I can. And then with the Gravelly pack, they send some top straps. These G-hooks will go into the loops on the top of the bag. Oh, put them on backwards. Okay, now they're on the right way. So these here are designed to go to the clips that are on the frame. The downside to that is that if you attach these top straps to the frame clips, you have to undo the main bag compression straps on the top, and you lose that compression on the top of the bag. What I do is, on the back side of this bag, I have 2 female buckles on the beside the frame, and these female buckles are what I attach a lid to. So the male buckles attach to the female buckles, and the lid is on the bag using those buckles. The lid is compatible. You can use the lid with the Gravelly on the Sawtooth 45 all together. I wouldn't say it's an ideal setup for this much volume. If you were going to be carrying this much volume quite often, I would go with just a bigger bag. I take these Gravelly 18 top straps and I connect them to the main frame, just like this, and I cinch them down. That way that Gravelly 18 has upward support, and it's not sagging down further and further on this bag. Then I take the original top straps that are on the Sawtooth and I go over the bag and I attach them to that strap where the lid would normally be attached to. And this basically just keeps that top compression, so I don't lose the compression on the top of my bag by giving these two buckles up. So I still have these buckles. So basically this is the bag with the Gravely. This is the Sawtooth 45 with the Gravely 18 attached. Like I said, this is not an overview of what's in these bags or how I load these bags out. This is just showing you how to mount this bag to an old style Mystery Ranch frame. Now, you can use this Gravely 18 in the same way that you use the mule bag, where this Gravely 18 is a standalone bag on this frame, and it works great. All you do is you follow the same steps that I just done. You take the Sawtooth 45 or whatever Guidelight MT frame bag you have, you take that bag off, and you take the load flap that I showed you earlier, and you attach it to the webbing on the frame, suck it up, and then you attach your straps just like I have attached these to the frame. You just run them around the frame and back onto their self. Around the frame and back onto itself. And then you can suck them up however much you want, and then now you have an 18-liter bag on this Guidelight MT frame. So hopefully that explained how I've got these, how I have this Gravely mounted on the bag. If there's any other questions, or if you have any other ideas of how to mount this bag that seems to be better or might work better than what I have going on right now, please let me know. This works for me right now, and it keeps me from having to buy the new Metcalf series bag just to run this Gravely bag. So definitely is a good option to get an extra, I think it's like 1,100 cubic inches of space onto a bag. So if you want to reach out to me with any more questions about this bag, or want me to send some more detailed pictures of how I have it set up, if you don't understand how I did it, shoot me a DM. It's at Steelcased on Instagram, and I usually see the Instagram DMs before I see anything on YouTube, so just reach out to me through there. Appreciate it.